I'm Peg Breen from the New York Landmarks Conservancy. We're at the Noble Maritime Museum on Staten Island for another tourist in your own town adventure. The museum celebrates the history of New York Harbor and maritime art, as well as the history of Snug Harbor. It's housed in a lovely Greek Revival building designed by architect Menard Lefevre. The Snug Harbor complex once housed retired sailors. Now, it's home to several cultural institutions. The Noble Maritime Museum moved here in 2000 after a $3.5 million restoration, largely guided by volunteers. It's a National Historic Landmark. The museum maintains the collection and artifacts of marine artist John A. Noble. His work is a unique record of the boats that plied the harbor waters and the people who work there. The houseboat interior, which Noble used as a studio, is the museum's centerpiece. Noble was particularly interested in sailing ships and captured the last days of their heyday. The museum also holds a lovely collection of models. Alexander Hamilton's firm wrote the legal papers creating Snug Harbor, so his portrait holds a place of honor. So does the portrait of Captain Robert Randall. He left the money that created what was billed as the grandest retirement home in the country. Snug Harbor opened in 1833 and welcomed retired sailors from around the world. The Noble Maritime Museum is readying an exhibition on the black sailors who resided here. This room illustrates a dorm from about 1900. Sailors also enjoyed this space, which served as a prayer room and later a reading room. The museum is also the steward of the 1883 Robbins Reef Lighthouse that sits between the Statue of Liberty and Staten Island's North Shore. Kathryn Walker became famous for running the lighthouse for 24 years after her husband's death, raising her family there. Some of her furnishings and mementos are on display. Adding to the atmosphere, the Folk Music Society of New York leads monthly performances of sea shanties. Noble Maritime is a fascinating reminder of the key role New York Harbor played in the city's growth and prominence. It's also a great introduction to the other cultural attractions at Snug Harbor. The Noble Maritime Museum was once described as an unsung gem, but no more. There are sea shanties being sung here monthly. Come join them.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning.